If your customer would like to install a Soterra recessed shelf unit, you'll need to measure and cut for it before attaching panels to the wall. We know our cutout dimension is 13 inches wide and 14 inches tall. These are the measurements you'll want to give the contractor so framing can be formed to allow the unit to recess into the wall. Our customer wants the shelf 48 inches from the bottom of the shower, so we measure from the base of the panel to designate where the shelf will sit. Since the shelf is 13 inches wide and will be centered on the two back wall panels, we'll lay the cutout width at 6.5 inches per panel and then tape it off. Remember, use duct tape on granite and masking tape on marble. Then lay the framing square to mark the cutout size. There are a couple of different methods for making the cutout. If you use your fess tool, set the guide rail on the line and cut. Be sure to watch the indicator lines for placement of the saw so you don't overcut. When using the Alpha Stone cutter, set the guide right against the edge of your panel, plunge your saw in and cut. The bottom of this saw has felt pads to prevent it from marring the stone. When cutting, run the saw at its full RPM and let the tool do the work. Again, these saws cut at a high frequency. Don't do any cutting without wearing safety glasses and earplugs. Remember, if you see spalling while cutting, it's not a problem because the flange of the shelf unit will cover it. With the framing built by the contractor and the shelving area measured out and cut, dry fit the shelving to ensure a proper fit. Then prepare your adhesive material. We're using Laticrete 2-part epoxy, which we've mixed and applied to the edges of the shelf. Also, place a bead of Soterra Color Match caulk around the backside of the shelf flange. Once we put the shelves in place, we caulk with Soterra Color Match silicone. And the Soterra shelving system is installed.